Hi, today we are looking at section 4.1, which is exploring the primary trig ratios of obtuse angles. So a reminder that an obtuse angle is any angle that is greater than 90 degrees in a triangle. So we will be relating obtuse angles to acute angles by filling in a table on the next page. So we're going to be figuring out the sine, cos, and tan ratios of several obtuse angles and then relating them to the sine, cos, and tan ratios of several acute angles. So we have this table, so we'll start filling it out. So I'll just fill it out working from left to right. So we have sine of 100. That is 0.9848. Sine of 110 is 0.9397. Sine of 120 is 0.8660. Sine of 130 is 0.7660. Sine of 140 is 0.6428. Sine of 150 is 0.5. Sine of 160 is 0.3420. Sine of 170 is 0.1736. And sine of 180 is 0. Okay, so next we'll look at our cos ratios. So we have cos of 100 is negative 0.1736. Then we have cos of 110, which is negative 0.3420. Then we have cos of 120, which is negative 0.5. Then we have cos of 130, which is negative 0.6428. Then cos of 140. So we have negative 0.7660. Then cos of 150 gives us negative 0.8660. And cos of 160 gives us negative 0.9397. Cos of 170 gives us negative 0.9848. And then cos of 180 is negative 1. Okay, so on to tan. So tan of 100 is negative 5.671. Tan of 110 is negative 2.747. Tan of 120 is negative 1.732. Tan of 130 is negative 1.192. Tan of 140 gives us 0.839. Tan of 150 gives us negative 0.577. Tan of 160 gives us negative 0.364. Tan of 170 gives us negative 0.176. And tan of 180 gives us 0. Okay, so we've wrote out our trig ratios for sine, cosine, tan for every multiple or every increase of 10 degrees from 100 to 180 degrees. So next we will take our original angle and subtract it from 180. So we've got 100 minus 100 and we're subtracting that from 180. So that gives us 80. 180 minus 110 is 70. 180 minus 120 is 60. 180 minus 130 is 50. 180 minus 140 is 40. 180 minus 150 is 30. 180 minus 160 is 20. 180 minus 170 is 10. 180 minus 180 is 0 degrees. Okay, so what we're going to do now is use sine, cosine, tan with this new angle. And then once we do that, we'll compare what we have in these three columns to what we get in these three columns. So this first one, we would have sine 180 minus our angle of 100. So that's sine of 80. So sine of 80 gives us 0.9848. Sine of 70 gives us 0.9397. Sine of 60 gives us 0.8660. Sine of 130 gives us 0.7660. Sine of 140 gives us 0.6428. Sine of 30 gives us 0.5. Sine of 20 gives us 0.3420. And sine of 10 gives us 0.1736, while sine of 0 degrees gives us 0. What you'll notice comparing this column to this column is we got the exact same answer. So sine of our angle gave us the same answer as sine of 180 minus our angle. So next we'll look to see if that pattern is the same with our cos. So cos of 180 minus 100, so cos of 80 gives us 0.1736. Cos of 70 gives us 0.3420. Cos of 60 gives us 0.5. Cos of 50 gives us 0.6428. Cos of 40 gives us 0.766. Cos of 30 gives us 0.866. Cos of 160 gives us 0.9397. Cos of 170 gives us 0.9848. And cos of 0 gives us 1. So what you'll have noticed is we got the same numbers in this column as this column, just opposite sign. So these ones were all positive, while these ones were all negative. So essentially, cos of our angle gives us the same value as cos of 180 minus our angle, except for the sign is changed. Next, we'll look at tan of 180 minus our angle. So the first one we'll have is tan of 80. which is 5.671. Tan of 70 is 2.747. Tan of 60 is 1.732. Tan of 50 is 1.192. Tan of 40 is 0.839. Tan of 30 is 0.577. Tan of 20 is 0.364. Tan of 10 is 0.176. And tan of 0 is 0. So you'll notice that once again, we have the same values here as we had here, just opposite sign. So what trends were noticed? We noticed that sine of our angle and sine of 180 minus our angle were the same. We notice that cos of our angle and cos of 180 minus our angle were the same but opposite sign. And tan of our angle and tan of 180 minus our angle were the same but opposite sign. Okay, so next we'll look at how these trends are written out mathematically. So here's our one where it's the same. So sine of our angle is equal to sine of 180 minus our angle. Cos of our angle is equal to negative of cos of 180 minus our angle. And tan of our angle equals negative tan of 180 minus our angle.